Willkommen, this is Julia.
And this is Shane. And this is Think Plant-Based. Think Plant-Based. Make sure to check out recipes, health tips, travel tips at www.thinkplantbased.com.
And we're officially on iTunes, so please rate and write us a review on iTunes.
Write us a review. Give us 2 stars, 3 stars, maybe 5 stars. Let us know.
For sure, 5.
Yeah, I mean, who would give us 2 stars anyways, right? But yeah, make sure to do that because that's how we get found.
All right. Well, you remember at the Veg Expo? It was so nice. We got to meet actually the owner of Simply Delish.
Yeah, super nice lady.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she's really outgoing and really doing a lot for the community.
Totally, right? We're so proud of her, and we have her on our show today.
Yeah, luckily we get to talk to her. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
That's great.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for your time, Chelsey. And we're so excited to have you on the show and tell us more about what you guys are up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brad and I, we own Simply Delish. We just took it over a few years ago from Brad's mom and dad. We've been working with them basically the whole time to retire. So Brad and I jumped in full force. And yeah, we're doing vegan, gluten-free mixes, basically desserts, soups, salads, are super easy and healthy and full of nutrition for any busy people, busy families and busy professionals, anybody who needs a little bit more help cooking, but still wants like a really good meal.
Awesome. Yeah, they look very, how would you even say it? Very presentable, very artsy as well, the arrangement. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we hand make all of them. So no machines, no hoppers. They're legitimately handmade.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So what inspired you guys? Well, I guess you took over for some people, but what keeps you guys, going with the business, like finding new ways to make it more out there for everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, like I said, Brad's mom and dad started it, and when they started it almost 10 years ago, Brad and I were doing markets with them. So we'd all kind of fan out and do markets and get the product out there and meet as many people as we could and network. And for Brad and I, it was so fun. That's what the best part of it was, doing the markets and meeting the people and talking about what we were doing, and just engaging with those people. So when the opportunity came to kind of jump all in, it was a no-brainer for us. And yeah, we want to get out there and talk to as many people as we can. That's the best part for us of the business. Instead of just being a product, it's more about the engagement with a really good product. People love you, and then they love your product, and it's just it's a good overall mix.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
So was it always plant-based and gluten-free from the beginning till now?
From when we started, there was nothing gluten-free basically on the market. It was very, very new. Right. And we were looking to provide a product for people that would help a whole range of people, so that virtually anybody could eat our product, and that to make a product that was very, very clean. So we started out with some gluten-free items, and then as we were going and looking at our ingredients, we were just searching for cleaner ingredients, cleaner items, cleaner spices, cleaner bases, all of those things. And the next best thing was to be plant-based, awesome. To keep it super natural. And so actually the company was plant-based and gluten-free before any of us were.
Oh, really? Okay, that's what I wanted to ask next. Oh, cool.
So it was almost like accidentally vegan, per se.
Yeah,
right?
was it? It was basically, we were just looking for really good ingredients, and it kind of took us down that path of plant-based. Right. Cool. And now my mother-in-law is also gluten-free now. So it's kind of interesting how that happened all before any of us were even thinking about being gluten-free or plant-based.
Wow.
So it's kind of happens for a reason, I guess. I don't know.
So how did you make the switch of becoming plant-based then yourself, like the conscious switch, right?
So we were actually working an event. We do the P&E every year, and we were working that event, and I was just more and more looking for a change in my diet. For me, it was for health to start off with. I quite often didn't feel well after I'd eat, and I couldn't figure out why it was that kept happening. So I just was like, it's time to change my diet. I have to change. And I started watching a bunch of documentaries at that same time. And I was really, really thinking about it. It was on my mind. So I wasn't working the event, but Brad came home. It was about 1:00 in the morning. I'd binge watched a whole bunch of documentaries. So many, all in one night. And I said to him, that's it. I'm no longer doing any animal products. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm making the switch. I'm like, either you can do it with me or you can just watch, but I'm doing it. And he was so supportive. He said, okay, well, I'll do it with you for a couple weeks and see how I feel.
Wow.
And then we'll go from there. So we jumped in totally right off the bat, eliminating all of those animal products in our house, for our kids as well. And he just started feeling better, and I felt better almost immediately. Like It was instant. And so if you're feeling good and it's working,
why change it?
Why not keep going?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's interesting how after you've been like I said, for me it was for health, and for him it was just to support me. But the more that you are doing it, all of the reasons start to make sense.
Totally.
And bring it all together. So.
And Brad was binge watching eventually too, all the documentaries?
I actually, that night, I made him come watch another documentary. He was like, I'm so tired. I just finished working all night. I'm like, no, this has to happen now. Like, you have to understand where my motivation is coming from.
Smart.
And so we watched a bunch of documentaries and then just decided, this is what we're doing.
Right. This is not a trend, you need to make a heart-brain connection. That's what I always say.
Absolutely.
Like, you can't really live it, you're living almost a lie because you don't really understand why you live. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet, right? So
exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. And it was in full circle for us because it came back to, we're making a vegan product.
Right.
Awesome.
We're making a vegan product. We've always been promoting it as a vegan product. And now we are living that way ourselves and providing education to people who are buying our products even more so.
Exactly.
It just all came together for us on that front. Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's so much going on now. I find, you had the vegan market in Fort Langley. That was such a great success. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to that one, but we're hoping you guys going to have another one where we can come and enjoy. But
absolutely.
Do you have any exciting future plans and more vegan markets coming up?
Yes. Yeah, we're definitely going to do one. We are actually just waiting to get confirmation on the date. But we're definitely doing one more this year. Possibly two. But just with our crazy schedules, it's hard for us to even find a weekend free to do it.
Yeah.
But there's definitely going to be one. I'm going to just say it's going to be early fall.
Yeah.
That's kind of the time range we're looking.
That's good for us.
Yeah.
We're really busy summer, so.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we thought. A lot of people go away during the summer. There's so much happening, but fall is kind of when people kind of reset, get their schedules.
Sure.
And all of those things kind of come together. So definitely some more on the horizon with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's awesome. So is there any future plans to go elsewhere other than Fort Langley, or you just want to stick out there? Yeah. We've talked about some other spots that are really needing some vegan options. And really the whole valley is, it needs it. Everywhere in the valley needs it. The reason we picked Fort Langley initially was because it's our home, and also it's quite central to anybody who is in the valley or even the Tri-Cities. It's only say half an hour away from everybody. Right.
But there's some other venues in other locations that we would definitely like to explore, and we just have to clone ourselves.
You need to have more organizers, I guess, come out and maybe people will volunteer some time. For a great
we've actually had some people have reached out, local people in Fort Langley who reached out and lots of people want to work together. So that's super cool. We're excited to try and work with some people and bring some more vegan stuff out to the valley. It's going to be awesome.
We need that. Yeah, we need to spread
it out.
Spread the knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
And great food.
Yeah, right. Vancouver's really good now, but now we need really like the valley more and like Abbotsford, right? All these places, because we have friends there and they really like miss having more vegan options there because they have to always travel to Vancouver.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and that's part of the motivation for us for the market in the first place was we are lucky because we do see a lot of the vendors at different events and markets that we're doing, but we know the struggle that sometimes I just want to do some vegan grocery shopping and I don't want to have to drive all the way down to Vancouver to do it. So it's opportunity to bring it out here and just provide everybody else who maybe doesn't have the luxury of being at the markets all the time to, get some really good vegan food and try some new stuff and also to allow other people who are maybe thinking about like plant-based diet, but they don't really know. Like I find a lot of people just struggle with like, well, what do we eat?
Yeah.
Like, well, come to the market and we'll show you. It's awesome. Come eat all this delicious food.
Right.
So yeah.
And it's nice to have this community because sometimes people really want to go plant-based, but they're scared because they feel so alone. But if you see a community, you actually see that there are more people like us,
Exactly.
That want to go plant-based and are plant-based and living it and are happy,
Exactly.
But if you don't really have that support, it's hard sometimes too, I find.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's just making that first like jump in, because a lot of times maybe your family's not supportive of it or whatever the case is. So, surrounding yourself with people who are doing it and living it and can provide some extra encouragement, to help you make that jump.
Exactly. Yeah. And I find your market is a great example for it. You have such a variety of like even just to grab some baked goods, or if you want to cook something at home, you get your soups, right?
It's almost like your own farmer's market, but a vegan, farmer's market,
vegan farmer's market,
Totally.
Yeah, which is awesome. So yeah, exactly. Provide groceries for people to make that transition or live that life already or whatever it is. It just provides the opportunity to bring everybody together and
Exactly. Yeah. And in the valley, there's like more farmland, right? So they actually have a lot of more animals, they farm. And it's kind of nice to have that difference of like the vegan market, to show like, oh, you don't actually have to eat animals, to
Exactly.
To get your protein.
Everything, exactly. That's just it. Everything that was at the market was basically an alternative to what you'd find at maybe a regular farmer's market. So we had like your cheese and your plant-based meats and your croissants, cinnamon buns, soups, like quiche, like all of those things.
No compromise.
No compromise. They're all delicious.
Right. That's amazing. And you're actually at a market right now, right?
I am. Yes.
Oh,
I'm at the Fort Langley Farmers Market. Just happen to be in Fort Langley again.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, where can the listeners find you, and where can they pick up your soups?
Yeah,
and desserts, I guess.
We are, and desserts. We're everywhere in terms of events and farmers markets. We do a full list on our website kind of where we'll be at, what's coming up. And to follow us on Instagram is probably the best place. That's where I do the most updates about where we're going to be.
Okay.
And then in terms of stores, we're only in like locally owned specialty small stores. We don't do any big box. And we have a list on our website as well of where you can find that. But only the locally owned independent stores. That's where we're at. So. Yeah.
That's great.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, enjoy this weather out in
Thank you.
in the farmer's
it's
market.
Beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
It's summertime.
Totally. Well, thanks so much for your time again, and I'm sure we see you soon somewhere, wherever it will be.
Absolutely.
And keep on spreading the amazing lifestyle,
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
Can take advantage of. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
We
Thanks
see
so
you
much,
soon.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.